Hey, someone's got a new fancy intro, don't they? I love it. First off, special thanks to Joe Hooter, who did the artwork for Matt's Weekly Rundown, and of course Fred Khalil for making some excellent intro music again. That's really cool of him, and I was so happy to do this. It just kind of makes the Weekly Rundown feel official now, doesn't it? And folks, I don't have that much news, I guess, to report. Anything happened last week interesting on my channel? Woo, that Gatekeepers of the Galaxy was really popular, wasn't it? Yeah, there may be a follow-up video to that. I'm waiting on a few more things to see. But yeah, I appreciate everyone's support on that. And yeah, it was a great video. I've been wanting to make it for a while, and I don't think anyone, that's including EU fans, should be gatekeepers. Let's see, what do we have to talk about? Well, first off, going into board games. Twilight Creations, who created my favorite board game, Zombies, just announced this past week that they were going to come out with the Zombies Ultimate Collector's Kit, an Ultimate Upgrade Kit. Now, all they had to show us was that, you know, a big board that holds all of your expansions. It said the base set and all 15 and up to 15 expansions. Wink, wink, meaning there's going to be a 15, which we all knew. Now, to be honest, I looked at that and went, meh. Now, I don't know if it was the failure that was Zombies 14 that gave a bitter taste in my mouth when I saw this announcement. I was like, I don't know. Or just because I didn't think a carrying case was anything that special. I mean, I have all my boxes and I'm happy with them. I may get a carrying case for my extra, you know, pieces, hearts and bullets and stuff, but I don't know about that, and will it be enough? Not for the stuff I have, I doubt. So I don't know if that's for me. Now, will I get it? I don't know. I need to see what the upgrade kit looks like. I'll need to see what the special collector's edition looks like. I probably will not, at this point, I'm not interested in the collector's edition. I am slightly interested in the upgrade. Because one thing Carrie didn't mention, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, because it seems like it's going to take her another 2 months to get this out. But what she told me is you're going to see something like 3D bullets, 3D hearts, and then things that would upgrade the other expansions in the set. Meaning like you'd have a helipad, a helicopter, excuse me, for the helipad, or Jeeps for Zombies 2, clown cars for Zombies 7, or, you know, actual sewer tokens, or gut 3D tokens for 5 and 6. So, you know, and who knows what else could be out there. We could have a straitjacket per character for Zombies 8, because they start in a straitjacket. And maybe we'll have all the pieces that we should have had in Zombies 14, right? And speaking of board games, I am about halfway through playing all those games that I showed you last week. I probably need one more week, or maybe 2, to get through them, but I promise you very soon I will start doing board game reviews like most of you care. And it should be a lot of fun. I'm having fun playing all these games and getting used to the rules and seeing if I like them or not, and so far we're batting 1,000. I'm super happy with what I got in that collection. Now, another thing to me that's just a total kick in the head. I don't know why I didn't think of this, and someone actually said it on one of my posts last week, and thank you so much, because you're right. If you do not have iTunes, you can still listen to the podcast. I post them to a blog, and on that blog, iTunes pulls from it and pops it on iTunes. So they come out at the same time. You know, you're not going to get it earlier if you go to the blog. Comes at the same time, but for people who don't have iTunes, you can look at it and download it or listen to it on your computer through that blog link, and I will provide both links, hopefully, in the description here so that you can listen to it even if you don't have iTunes. I'm so sorry I haven't thought of that before, but I'm just a dummy, I guess. I don't know. Time to move on to my question of the week. Actually, this was a question from 2 months ago, and I'm so sorry that I left it unanswered. I realized I wrote it down on one of my notes and went, ooh, that's a good question for the weekly rundown. And then I forgot about it, and then I saw it looking over some old notes. But someone had said, Matt, how do you get people into board games? You know, I want to get my family into board games or my friends into board games. Well, there's 2 different strategies here, okay? First off, if it's your friends, that's pretty easy. Find something they are interested in, because I guarantee you there is a board game for it. I just recently got interested, of course, in politics a little bit. I'm interested in both the primaries of the Democrat and Republican primaries. This year just seems to have a lot of eccentric people, right? But so I said, I wonder if there's a game about elections. Yeah, duh, I found 3. And so far, 2 of them are really awesome. Yeah, so I got that. And I actually talked to one of my friends last week, CJ, on Saturday Morning Santa Flange, and he was looking at my board game collection and went, "What's this?" "Oh, wow." I said, "Yeah, it's a game just on the primaries." He went, "Let's play it." I was like, "Oh, good, you're interested in it," because I didn't know anyone else who would play it with me. So you just find something that they're interested in and go for it. For me, of course, it was zombies. That was my gateway game. Me and my buddies were just really interested. Of course, Walking Dead's huge right now, so I think that's a perfect game to get them into. So who doesn't like shooting zombies? Now, if it's a family thing, then mom and dad may not be that cool about shooting zombies. They may be your old school Monopoly, Risk, Life, Connect 4, Uno, and that's fine. You get them hooked on playing those old classic games, okay? But then, after a while, you kind of sidestep it. Just ease them into it. Instead of Risk, it's Conquest of the Empire, which is very similar to Risk. Some of the same rules. There's different card games you can get. There's different, just little things. Say, oh, like Ticket to Ride. I'm not a big fan of this game, but it is a game, a gateway game that gets people into, collecting. And so maybe that one, because I remember when I first played Ticket to Ride, I thought, wow, my dad would actually play this, and he only likes playing Monopoly and, solitaire cards and whatnot. So that may be a game. Find a good gateway game. Catan is a really good gateway game, I think, but build them into it. Say, look, I bought this from Walmart, even though you probably didn't. But you tell them that, because it is available at Walmart and most retailers, Target and whatnot. And they're like, oh, it came from a big box retailer. Okay, and they're okay with that. And then they give it a shot. Then you start introducing them into more, not complex games, but just different style games. And then they become bigger fans. At least that would be my strategy, because I've been trying to get my whole family into playing some of my board games. Right now, they're kind of hands off, except for my little nephews. They're like, ooh, what's this? Let me see. And I want to bring some on our beach vacation this year, some that won't be too scary that they'll get into. My sister-in-law brought Farkle, which is just a dice rolling game. You can buy it at any major retailer, but it's not like a classic game, I would say. And my dad learned the rules, and my mom and dad were like all into that. And I was thinking, okay, I need to find something that simple, that's not that hard, maybe doesn't have a theme yet, and let them play that and try that out. But those are the two strategies I would go with. The one thing, though, is if you have a big group of friends, like I have 3 different gaming groups that I'll switch out and invite because my table's, not big enough to fit more than 6, even though we've had 8 before. And my one biggest regret was that I introduced everyone to zombies first, because that was my gateway game. I wanted it to be theirs too. Well, now everyone wants to play zombies. I'm fine playing zombies, but I want to play all these other games I got too. And it's always like, oh, do you want to try this one? Yeah, we'll do it once. Okay, can we play zombies now? Sure. I don't mind that. But if I had to do it over again, I think I would have introduced some to zombies, some to Catan, some to Formula D or Pandemic. That way I get like different things. And I mean, I've been, kind of bringing them out of zombies. And we've been playing some other games. Actually, lately, we've been playing Firefly a whole lot. But I'm introducing them to other games, and they're getting really interested in it. But still, though, there are games out there that your friends would be interested in if they loved it. In fact, I'm going to review a game that's very similar to chess. So if someone likes chess, I think they would really like this. I know I did. Anyway, folks, we have more videos coming out. I'm going to do another expanded universe video, not a defending the expanded universe. I'm just going to go back and pick up on a subject that I talked about oh gosh, I think it was a year or so ago. Don't expect anything too big, but it is going to be interesting. And I think you're going to love it. It is kind of a defending the EU, I guess, now that I think about it. But more informational and just really good stuff. Okay, I've teased you enough. I will see you later on.